Hello, my name is Doneycatjr, and these guys are just releasing these at the weirdest times, but my phone was charging, so I actually don't know when this came out. So I gotta check this. I could have done this beforehand, but I wanted to do this as quickly as possible. Why do I still have notifications on my not main account? It's amazing. I'm so great. 9 minutes ago. Okay, so no, yeah, they're just releasing these like at 8:30. That's great. Here's the funeral. I don't know what this is gonna be about, but apparently there's gonna be dead people, so yeah, fun. Dearly beloved. No, wait, I haven't done Jane in a while. In a while, months. Dearly beloved. Shoot. Do you really want a funeral for this guy? Ugh. Ladies, gentlemen, news outlets, and other valued members of the human nation state. No, okay, just the... okay, just the humans, that's cool. No, you guys just have the dog girl with, okay. Oh, that's one way to do it. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to gather with me and my family today. Actually, no, better voice. Gotta do a better voice. A day of exquisite loss and mourning. Yeah, there you go, I guess. Gamzee Makara, High Court Jester, exiled saint of the Purple Veil, has left us to traverse that grand, gay carnival in the sky, where I am told by various members of the clownly cloth he will spend the rest of history, honking in grand tribute to the mirthful Messiah. I come before you with rage in my heart for the vile, cowardly monsters who have taken away our dear Minister Makara, and I know that many of you feel the same. But today is a day of healing, our memories, and my first memory of our Purple Prince was his robust codpiece, as he offered me his friendly support, along with the sacred blood of his brethren, the Holy Sacrament. Ah, shoot, yeah, dude, what the heck is that? Ah, God. Oh, what a sucky person. Blah, 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 blah. It takes Jake a few seconds of puzzled eye contact before he catches exactly what Yiffany is tossing down. In his defense, he is distracted by his wife's speech, which is doing the emotional equivalent of wringing him out like a wet towel before using that towel to slap away the sweaty buttocks of a large, odorous man. Even if he knows everything she's saying is a load of horse feathers, it does nothing for his composure to hear her heap praise on the smelly home-wrecking clown. Jake wonders what she'll say about him at his own funeral. He narrows his eyes in Yiffany's direction. She's a lovely girl, really. He wishes he could have gotten to know her under better circumstances. He'd known she'd existed, of course. Jane had complained about her often enough, but they'd never had much time to get acquainted. He rather believes her and Tabby would have been fast friends. Then again, perhaps it's better that she had never had much of a chance to get to know his family. He lets go of the leash. Oh, there she goes. And I know in times like this, that is easy to want to give in, to throw in the towel and to turn our faces away from the light of democracy and moral fortitude that we, the citizens of the human kingdom, are blessed with from birth. Oh, let's see. Nah, I don't think it's gonna work. God knows I've had my own faith tested in the last few weeks. As many of you know, I did not grow up on the same privileges that you all enjoy. I was born on Proto-Earth, that half-finished dystopia mangled by the ravages of foolish leadership and endless war. Whatever. And as for Gamzee, well, his upbringing was even worse. He was born to a violent and uncaring home, a lonely child with few natural gifts. Well, it would have been simple to let his disgusting, vile, shameful act of spiteful revenge turn us away from the blinding light of the sword of justice that hangs over us all. Poised, trembling, ready to burst forth. I want to give at all times, I understand your pain. Zap. I sympathize with your pain. But when the pain becomes too hard to endure, remember poor lifeless Gamzee. Ah, shoot. It's been in my mouth. Who suffered pain far worse than any of us could ever fathom. The pain of betrayal. Yikes. Oof. Dude, didn't you lower the voltage on that shock collar? Lord Red isn't looking so hot. Yes, of course I did, but the damn doohickeys got the kick of a donkey. I couldn't remove it completely. She'd know I was the one who did it. Well, if that supervillain cunt waffle doesn't stop, she's gonna kill her. Not really the best at a hostage management, is she? Hey, don't call my wife a cunt waffle. It may be deserved, but it is certainly ungentlemanly. Brain goes Dirk, I would have expected better of you. Can't imagine why. Aren't you gonna do anything? Why don't you do something? Because I don't really exist, dickhead. But we cannot allow this memory to be in vain. For Gary Makara taught us that even the most loathsome degenerate can take their place in society. All they need is the right redemption arc. Bomph. Hunt. Push. Jump. Young lady, I am just about at the end of my rope with you. So all the dog balls you want at the walls of my warship, don't dare act up in front of a live fucking newsfeed. After everything I've done for you, paying for your education, helping your parents cover up your existence from the world, just imagine what Rose and Jade would say if they could see you now. Even dissidents can have a little decorum. Get down from there at once. Don't you threaten me, young lady, not today. There's nowhere for you to go. My agents are swarming this church. Be reasonable, Yiffany. Ugh, disgusting name. But that's hardly your fault. You were always just a footnote, your parents' little prank. Honestly, that's why I helped them all those years ago. To do a good jape. But let's be serious. You don't matter if you did. They would have come for you already. Oh, fucking wolf. Ew. Dang it. Come on, Jane. I didn't even like you in the first place, but you fucking called their daughter a disappointment. That's a fucking... That is a one of a two-kind species. There are 2 dog women. I hope. I mean, if there's any more, we'll have some more characters of Jade's. There are 2 dog women, I think. Yeah, 2 dog women, which is weird, you know? Like, did they not get genetic material from Jade? Like, I feel like the dog part would come with it. If it passes on through genetics, I feel like there would be a lot of dog people. Maybe there are dog people. Now, let's go here. Hot spit and monkey vomits. This is getting bad. I should have let it go. I shouldn't have let it go up there. I thought you would just run away. Still might. Crack. Swipe. And she does, seemingly at the end of her tolerance for insults towards her name, social status, and heritage. Yiffy performs an impressive backflip off the podium and down into the church floor. One that, if it hadn't been happening amidst a sea of other newsworthy events, would have surely have ended up on someone's Instagram story within 30 seconds. She gives Gamzee's corp one last parting kick, a hard, proper kick that proves that these cleats aren't just for fashion, although they are certainly also for fashion. There he flies, his gangly purple necrotizing glory. In his gangly purple necrotizing glory, a phantom honk seems to hang above the congregation, as if from an echo of a time long past. A simpler time, a time before we had to deal with the disgusting clown's bloated corpse every other update. He vanishes into a seething crowd, and we are confident that he will never have to deal with this asshole ever again. Yeah, Jake watches him from the safe distance, poised at the edge of intervening to pull Yiffy out of there, but in the end he doesn't have to. Instead he watches in admiration as she tears the place to utter shreds. An echoing sympathy swells inside him as she rents apart the funeral flowers and punts Gamzee into the shrieking congregation. Here's a girl who felt the cold and decent hand of fate wrapping around her, and instead of submitting it to slowly subliminating down into morass of boiled doormat, she slaps away with her lively, "Oh, no thank you." All at once, Jake feels immense action for his granddaughter. He hopes the 2 of them can make up for lost time. Enough of this! Seize her! Church explosion! The stained glass window shadows inward, obliterated to stardust. The war is knocking. Man, that was really cool. I love seeing Yiffy not say a word, which further adds to my headcanon until proven otherwise that Yiffy cannot speak a word of English. And honestly, please, I just want her to not be able to speak any English until the very end of this comic. Like the very final 400 pages or something. We're almost 400 pages in, so that's okay. The last 100 pages, I want Yiffany to be able to speak English, but barely, like a cave person. That would be kind of funny to me. Not going to lie at all. Let's see, They really almost made it. They like. I thought the Yiffany thing was gonna be more of a thing, but no, they just made. I mean, I'm not the best at stories. I've never written a story that good, except when I had to for like school. But I feel like if you're gonna have something like that, if you're gonna introduce a character that is held captive, even a story that's supposed to be short like this one, you should probably let them stay captive. Like we saw Yiffy was captive last time, and Yiffy just walked up there and like threw stuff and then became like there should have been at least like two like a conversation with Jake where they like not I mean like Jake probably would have done this anyway as he's done now, but like just a conversation with Jake where they like well okay there was a conversation with Jake, my headcanon would be done because then she'd probably speak English. But maybe just like a Jake having a conversation with her one-on-one somehow. I don't know how, but just one-on-one, like before this. And then like one more thing, like one more update or something, where like maybe they're like seen on TV or something. Like they're gonna be seen on TV or something right here. Maybe. But like just one more thing. Like they introduced Yiffy being held captive last time we saw these people. And we came back after a few months, and she is immediately not captive anymore, as far as I know. I mean, I'll wait for another, like, 4 months until we get back to this plot point. Probably won't be 4 months. We'll wait another... yeah, there are a lot of stories going on, but maybe... So I'll wait another, like, 2 months, okay? After this month, December, we get back to this storyline, maybe. Then maybe she'll still be held captive. But I feel like that's just like, not bad writing, but just kind of anticlimactic writing. Just kind of sits there. Just kind of takes it, you know? Like, just kind of sits there while she does all this. Like, you would have thought that she would have just, like, she's pressing this button, like, at this point, doing this. These poor people in the audience. Just like someone sitting here. Also, isn't this like a human alliance? Okay, so no, there are dog people. I think. Because that's an ear. So no one talked about the dog people? Were there dog people before? I don't remember there being dog people. But there's a guy with it. Or is that a troll? Because like, in a black and white style, I can't tell if it's a troll. Because I assume it's a troll. Because it's got like, got a horn, but that might be a dog ear. Is that a dog? I'm so... Are there any more pictures of this group? I need to figure out, you know, like, I have not seen any dog people. Okay, yeah, they're complaining and stuff, and Jane's being a big butt. There are no full-body shots. There are no shots of all these people. Maybe there are. Okay, maybe at the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning. The funeral. Okay, are there dog people? No, those are trolls. That was a troll guy. They're so like... These are the human people? Like, she said it's trusted people of the human society are here. I feel like there's a lot of trolls here for, like, important people. Maybe there's, like, figureheads. Weird. Anyways, yeah, dog people. Why aren't there dog people? It passes on through genetic stuff. Okay? So, like, did they just have an entire, like, did they only use Jake for that Jade Harley blood? Like, you would feel like they'd use all 8 human kids to make humans. Have more, like, genetic differences and stuff. But apparently no. No dog people. Maybe dog people are, like, faunus or something, and they're just, like, an oppressed race. Like, sure, trolls, like, no one likes trolls in the government, but more people hate the dog people. Like, you would... I don't know, man. Just a thing. Just a thing that I thought about while I was looking at this. No dog people. That's weird. Also, why are there tiny kids at the? I mean, I get makes sense now that I think about it. I'm really saying whatever comes to my mind. It was a semi-short update when it came to speech and stuff. It was more of a visual update. Still better than. Okay, that's a lie, actually. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, badly paced. But also maybe not badly paced. I'm not really sure. Also, you would feel like the colors here would be more purple? Maybe it's just light in here, so they all look blue, but you'd feel like it'd be more purple around here, you know? Like, he's a purple guy. Maybe I don't understand flower colors. But she, wearing on her. Honestly, yeah, just kind of chilling there. Okay, wait, so the dog girl doesn't have, like, pronounced K? Aw, man. What a sucky dog. Like, imagine if your dog had little buck teeth. Little omnivore buck teeth. Is omnivore? Herbivore. Herbivore buck teeth. For whatever, you know what I mean. No, see, she's got fangs. So, I mean, yeah, she's human, I guess. I don't know why I brought up the buck teeth thing. You just assume dogs, they have, like, better teeth. Weird. She wasn't even finished with her speech! Dude, like, that's really sucky, dude. I feel like they tried to get her into better fitting clothes, but also maybe not, because Jake's just wearing shorts, and, like, I get that's his entire thing, but, like, was that like a, is that just what he does? That's just what he does? Like, I feel like no matter how sexy I was, I wouldn't wear shorts to a funeral. Usually. Unless they were khakis. There they go. Like you feel at this point, she's gotta have security people to, like, just tackle her. It's a kid, guys. I mean, it is a very active, most likely due to soccer cleats, and also a dog person. But also, how do you get black dog genes? How do you get black dog genes from the pure white dog? Huh? Just like a thematic parallel. Who gave you that? Cause it's got the hair. It's got the white hair. This is indeed what is, like, is Rose's, like, grim darkness? Just the ability to make other limbs completely dark? Huh? What's up with that? How do you get? They got hair. I mean, like, sure, whatever. Yeah, I don't even care. You know, magic or whatever. Yeah, you think Brain Ghoster can change his clothes? I guess not. I guess he's just like a recollection of earlier Dirk. So I guess he can't change his clothes. But maybe he can, and I'm just bad at remembering Homestuck. Like, at this point, you gotta, like, just have security tackle the child. Sure, it'll look bad, but it's also a child attacking, like, a religious figure. I mean, if I did this, I'd probably get shot. And I'm already white, so I mean, like, that's saying a lot. Or a little. I don't really know. Yeah. Update was, I guess, fun. I don't mean, like, I love seeing Yiffy. And I love seeing Jane get shattered with glass. I mean, just covered. Terrible person now. I mean, I'm tired. Got a lot of stuff going on recently, just woof. Yeah. Let's see, anything else to say about this update? It's a good update, you know? I find not too many problems with it. Next update will come out in a few weeks. Hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully it won't be Dirk, Meet Dirk, just talking about God or whatever. Like, I have already read enough Meet Dirk, okay? I've read enough Dirk for an entire lifetime. I can only handle so many more Dirk just talking about the meaning of life. I don't think we've gotten too much of it so far. I mean, we got the intro, and I mean, that's the most I would say. Like, you gotta have Dirk talking about the meaning of life or whatever. Just long explanations of what's happening. Makes sense. I want to see more John. Meet John has been talked about maybe 3 times? Very passingly, though. Like Candy John's there. Candy John's great. I'll say this again, because I said this to my friend and I've said it before ages ago, but they gotta make John trans. It's gonna be June Egbert. What I want them to do is make one John June and the other one just regular John Egbert. And I'm gonna say, I want Candy John to become June. I wouldn't even be that mad, you know? Like, to me, it doesn't make sense for either of them to become trans. I've never gotten trans vibes off of John. But also, I don't get trans vibes off of tons of people who've turned trans. Like, I wasn't getting those vibes from them. So maybe I'm just bad at picking up those kinds of vibes. But I feel like Candy John had, like, more time. Like, he had more time to think it out. So if Meat John turns trans too, like, it would make more sense for Candy. Because, like, Candy John's sad, and he's depressed, and all that. You could theoretically just say that, yeah, he was, like, thinking about his life and all that, and his divorce, and he's like, yeah, I'm not a guy, I'm a girl now. Meet John, though, I don't know. I was talking about Candy John before. I can't remember if I was talking about Candy beforehand. Meet John, though, Meet John had, like, so little time. So, like, if you made Meet John trans, it wouldn't make sense, because he is still decently, like, I mean, he's young, so, I mean, I guess it's the prime time for someone to question their, like, sexuality. Like, the older you get, you're gonna start, like, getting stuff more, though, so I couldn't tell you, but this has nothing to do with John. I'm just gonna ramble about this for the next, like, 2 minutes. I think it would make the most amount of sense to just, like, because Meet John, we literally came back to him, and he got stuck in a box for millions of years. So actually, yeah, I mean, like, they are around the same point. Like, both of them were just sitting in a box for years. One was stuck in the box of society, and one was just stuck in a box shaped like the Spurb logo. So, but, like, I don't even know, because, like, I guess he just sat there for years and years and years. But it doesn't act like it, really. So I assume it just, like, went by really quickly. Maybe, like, he was stuck in there for billions of years, but in actuality, it was only like like 1 year. Like, he just had to wait around 1 year. That's what I'll say. Maybe even less. Maybe, like, only like a week. Like, it only felt like a week until he got out of the juju. Or maybe it was like billions of years of him just sitting there. But he gets out there and he knows all his, like, battle moves and stuff. And he hasn't, like, realized anything spectacular about his life, as far as I know. And then he makes out with Terezi, and maybe in, like, the back of his dad's car. Like, I feel like he enjoyed that. He liked Terezi. I don't think that's a really, like, he feels fulfilled as a man. You know, a sexual encounter in the back of your dad's car is like the TV tropes man. Like, that's the baseline man thing. So I feel like Meet John shouldn't be trans. It just doesn't make sense to me as much. Knowing just how bad my luck is with things, I'm just gonna say that both of them are gonna turn trans. Like, John's just gonna come back. Like, if any way that I see that Meet John will come back as trans, it'll be like Spurb starts with Dirk and their Spurb game starts with Dirk and Rose. They got a sprite, and then they just throw Terezi's dead body into it. Because, I mean, maybe at that point, like, Terezi's dead from old age. So they throw Terezi's body in it, and they throw John's body in it. Or maybe, like, each different sprites. They come together, and then, yeah, I'll consider, I mean, but then, like that, and then at that point, girl and a boy, because so far in the comic, John's still a boy. Both terms, as far as I know. So I will refer to them as a boy until they become that in the comic. They become trans in the comic. But like at that point, like you're like non-bi. I think I don't even know I don't know terms. I'm not good at terms. They get me mixed up, so I just try to deal with it a lot. But like at that point, you're not a girl or a boy. You're just kind of a middle ground. If you're a guy and a girl sprite together, like at that point, I don't even know. You know, you know, you get it. But yeah, like that's the only feasible way that I could see you calling John Egbert of the Meat timeline June Egbert. But I feel like that at that point it'd be like June Rezi. Why not June Rezi? John Rezi or whatever. Sprite. Like, yeah, but I mean, that's besides the point. I gotta bring it back. I gotta bring it back to the update. Yiffy's cool. I like Yiffy. Yeah. Like I wasn't sure about it at first, and I'm not really a big fan of the I don't know. I just don't like the art style. Not the art style. The character design. Like it kind of works, but it's just something doesn't do it for me. Like everything's great. I just don't think I like the black ears with the piercing, which like I don't know why. I don't know. It just like offsets me. I mean, of course, like maybe the eyes too. Like I couldn't really envision like the correct thing, but like just looking at like pictures of them not screaming and yelling and just kind of sitting there bored or like proud or something. I don't know, it just like I just don't like the buck teeth. Okay? I feel like the buck teeth and the black ears really throw it off for me. And I mean, I can barely see the buck teeth because I got hair in my eyes and my screen's really bright. So, gray on white is not very good for me. But, I don't know, just the buck teeth don't do it for me. Like, I feel like if they had just a regular mouth, okay? But they got buck teeth and fangs, which is what Jade has. But I don't know, man. It just doesn't work for them. I don't get the same vibe. I don't get the buck teeth vibe from someone like this. Someone dressed like this. That's not really the buck teeth vibe, you know? Yeah. I don't get badass from that. And don't tell me, like, every single character in this comic who has buck teeth isn't badass. One of them's a theater kid, I think. Does he have buck teeth? I can't remember. I don't think he does, actually. But, like, no one in this comic with buck teeth is a badass. Like that, you don't get that vibe from everyone else. I mean, those guys are really cool most of the time. But, like, people with buck teeth just doesn't work out for me. But, I mean, you know, you live and let learn. I can deal with Yiffy being like this. It's an okay character. I realized recently that I have a hairstyle like Terezi's, except it's not really as poofy, you know? Mine's more of like a British person, but it like flings off at the sides when I don't have it like destroyed because of like I keep forgetting to comb my hair. This is getting way too personal and probably way too long, and I'm gonna have to reread this with Coralie. It's only like a few pages, and maybe we can watch like. Well, we're gonna want to read some Openbound maybe, so we'll see how that goes. Or watch Konosuba. It's a mix between the both. I don't know, but yeah, I mean it's okay. It's an okay update. We talked about the update. We talked about June Egbert. I mean, it's just like the main things, and then we came all the way back to Yiffy's character design. I think it just like works out, you know? Yeah. I'm going to have to put background music behind this. So this will come out later than it usually will, maybe. I guess I could work on some of it while Coraline is doing stuff. Okay, yeah. That's the end of it. I'm gonna just look up random background music in the background. Or maybe I'll just play like a I'll just play a Chrono Trigger song. It's a church. Sure, I'm just gonna play like Chrono Trigger music of that church, and that'll probably last like 5 minutes, and then we'll have to go for the next like 20 minutes that this episode is gonna be. Anyways, that's the end of it. Goodbye. I'll see you in a few weeks. Be sure to keep living on in Russia or Australia or wherever the heck you guys live. North America, Canada, I don't know, man. California, it's a boy, it's a girl, who even knows? Okay, that's it. Goodbye. I really hope I was recording this entire time.